Welcome to Tape Head Setup. In this segment you'll learn how to perform setup procedures on your taping head. You'll see how to set the tape leg length on the AccuGlide 2 Plus, which includes shortening or lengthening both the trailing and leading legs. You'll see how to load and thread the tape, and how to perform the tape web alignment adjustment. Before we begin, you should be reminded of the safety precautions when working with a taping head. Don't work on the taping heads when the conveyor system is running. Be sure the pneumatic and electrical supplies are off before servicing the taping heads. Identify the knife location on the taping head and keep your hands out of this area except when necessary. The taping heads are equipped with an orange blade guard that covers the blade. The taping head should never be operated with the blade guards removed. In order to perform the procedures, you should have the following tools: the threading tool, an 8mm, 10mm, and 25mm wrench, scissors, and a 4mm and 5mm Allen wrench. During this segment, you may refer to the instructions and parts list manual for more detailed information. Setup procedures are done when you set up a new case sealer, a new taping head is installed, or when you change tape types or sizes. We'll demonstrate the procedures using the AccuGlide 2 Plus taping head in a top mount on the Model 200A 3-matic case sealer. Before we begin, ensure that the tape drum bracket is installed properly and that it's appropriate to your machine and application. Refer to your 3M taping head or 3-matic case sealer manual for the mounting procedure. Once you make sure that the tape drum is properly installed, you can set the tape leg length. The most effective application has tape leg lengths of 2 3/4 inches. The AccuGlide 2 Plus comes from the factory set for this length. There may be instances when you are sealing very short height boxes and the tape overlaps, when you might want to decrease the leg length. We'll demonstrate how to decrease the leg length from 2 3/4 inches to 2 inches. Again, be sure that all power is off. Remove the head from the case sealer. Remove the blade. Disconnect the main applying spring. Remove the 2 hex screws from the brush assembly and set them aside. Remove the brush from the side frame. Reposition the brush and remount it in the forward location. Reposition the blade cutoff bracket extensions in the forward position by removing and retaining the 4 screws from the sides of the extensions. Reposition the extensions and replace the screws. Remove the one-way tension roller assembly from the frame. Using Allen wrenches on both sides, remount the tension roller assembly near the top of the other slot in the frame. Reinstall the blade. Reattach the main applying spring. Adjust the roller assembly in the slot up or down so that the cut end of the tape is just beyond the horizontal center line of the applying roller. To increase the length of tape, move it towards the edge of the frame closest to the box surface. To decrease it, move it away from the edge. When you have completed this adjustment, reinstall the taping head in the case sealer. Now you're ready to load and thread the tape. Raise the upper taping head to a comfortable working position. Refer to the diagram on the side of the taping head to follow the taping path. Use the plastic threading tool as a lead. Thread the plastic tool through the tape path from either direction, up or down. Seat the tape roll against the back flange of the drum. Be sure that the tape dispenses from the bottom of the roll toward the wrap roller with the tape adhesive side out and the non-adhesive side toward the roller. Attach the tape to the threading tool and pull the tape through the head. Make sure the tape is behind the tabs and that the tape is centered on the applying roller. Once the tape is through, cut the excess tape with scissors beyond the applying roller. Be careful not to cut the roller while cutting the tape. An optional method to use if the threading tool isn't available is to pull out a 3-foot strip of tape and double it back on itself so that no adhesive is exposed. Then thread this strip through the taping head. Now that the taping head is threaded, we can check the tape web alignment. To center the tape on the center line of the taping head, use a 25mm open end wrench and loosen the nut on the tape drum shaft. Then use a 5mm Allen wrench to turn the tape drum shaft in or out to center the tape web. Tighten the 25mm nut to lock the shaft in its new position. It's a good idea now to verify that your setup is correct and that the taping head will seal the cases as they pass through. Power up the system and run a box through. The tape drum assembly is factory set for 2-inch wide tape. If a different width is required, an adjustment is required. First move the tape latch to a position that corresponds to the new tape width. Then seat the tape roll fully against the back flange of the drum. Then go through the alignment procedure. This concludes setup.